Buenos días, clase. Today we are going to start telling time in Espanol with ¿Qué hora es? So, this is a very short video that you will then be able to start practicing your telling time. So, whenever we say ¿Qué hora es?, it means we are asking what time is it in Espanol, in Spanish. We're going to do pronunciation practice for this first bit. I will say it out loud in Spanish, then I'll pause, and I would love for you to say it as well. Son las 12. For 12 o'clock. Es la una. For 1 o'clock. Son las 2. For 2 o'clock. Son las 3. For 3 o'clock. Son las 4. For 4 o'clock. Son las 5. For 5 o'clock. Son las 6. For 6 o'clock. Son las 7. For 7 o'clock. Son las 8. For 8 o'clock. Son las 9. For 9 o'clock. Son las 10. For 10 o'clock. Son las 11. For 11 o'clock. You may have noticed that all of our times, except for 1 o'clock, start with this phrase son las and then a number. Son las, if we literally translated it, would mean the hours are 12. So it sounds a little bit funky if we literally translate it, but think about it just saying it's and then the time. Like in English, son las 12, it's would be that son las and then 12 o'clock. This is the only one that is different, es la una, or it is 1, because if I said son las una, it would mean there are 1 hour, and it just gets a little bit funky. So for all of your times, except for one of them that starts with 1 o'clock, you'll say son las, or the hours are, and then for that 1 o'clock, es la, for the hour is. All right. Few more things. ¿Qué hora es? Means what time is it? I'll say this one more time and then pause so that you can repeat. ¿Qué hora es? What time is it? De la mañana. De la mañana means a.m. or in the morning, sometime between 1 a.m. and noon. De la tarde. De la tarde means p.m. or the afternoon. So that's usually in Spanish-speaking countries, noon or 12 noon to 5 p.m. And then de la noche. De la noche is p.m. for night or evening, and in Spanish-speaking countries, they usually say that from after 5 p.m., so usually 6 to midnight. All right, chicos, we are going to see if we can say these 6 times in Spanish together and then figure out what they are in English. So we'll start off with Son las 2 de la tarde. Please pause the video for a moment. I'll count to 5 here, and then we will see what that is. But see if you can figure out what that time is in English before I tell you. 2, 3, 2. If you wrote down it's 2 p.m. or 2 in the afternoon, that would be correct. For number 2, número 2, son las 6 de la mañana. Pause the video. I'll count to 5 here. See if you can figure out what time that is before I tell you. If you wrote it's 6 a.m. or 6 in the morning, that would be correct.